think that this is the first time in a while that I've done a midday stream. But now that I am finally free from school, I can do that. All right. So, I was planning on playing Peak, or at least trying, because once in a long time ago, like in a blue moon, I did stream it. It didn't run all that well, but I somewhat was able to stream. So I tried to set it up. I tried to like see if I could get it to run, and unfortunately, it didn't look like it wanted to run, not with this model at least. Granted, I could have switched to using my Vtuber model, but I was just like, I don't really want to use that. I just kind of feel like, you know, having my cam on, you know, just chatting, all that jazz. And so I was just like, I'm gonna pivot. I'm just gonna play Fields of Mystria because why not? It's a nice chill day. I no longer have to worry about homework ever. So I'm just gonna chill. Whoa. Wrong button. It's just the continue button. So I don't even remember. So it has been a second since I played, so let's see what else I need to do. 200 wood, 400 stone, and 20 sap. That's right, I'm still on a sap hunt. Oh boy. Where did I leave off? On a Monday? Okay. And it says that I've probably already taken care of everything today, huh? Because I remember leaving off kind of like in the middle of the day. Uh-oh. Seems like my Wi-Fi is getting a bit of a shock because it's like, whoa, you don't usually stream at this time. What's going on? Now, let's see. Have I said hi to everyone that I want to say hi to? I haven't said hi to Ayland yet, so let's go find him. But I am officially free, no longer have to do school. I am finally done with college forever, thank God. And meaning, hopefully, I can do more streams, but probably not as much this week because one, I got a pack to move, and also once I do move, I'm gonna have to set up everything, and you know, it's just gonna be a second before I actually can get back to streams after this week. Let me go say hi to everyone. Have I ever played the piano for you, Titania? I was obliged to learn court etiquette growing up, so I learned to play from a young age. I'm afraid I haven't been keeping up with my practice as much as I should. But if you'd like a recital, I wouldn't mind looking a little foolish for you. Aw, so cute. Me. Gotta go say hi to Calderas before he goes to bed. Although it looks kind of like this, I've never noticed this mechanic before. I don't know if it's new, where I guess snow slows down your running speed. It's so quiet without the music. Henrietta sounds to be a proud and noble creature. I would like to meet her someday. Well, she is very proud. I'll say that. Man, so once I finished classes, like entirely, like no more. I don't have to do anything else. Um, I was just like very paralyzed with the idea of the fact that now that I have nothing to do, I don't know what to do. Because I don't know if anyone else has ever felt this, where there's so much that you want to do and you finally have the free time to do it, but since there's so much you want to do, there's too much to do. So you can't decide what you want to do. I don't know if that makes sense, but I literally felt that all weekend where I was just like, well, what do I want to play a game? Do I want to stream? Do I want to draw stuff for myself? So it was really just like a battle for me being like, I don't know what I want. Let me just check and see if this one's been. Yeah, I could sell this. You want sap too? I need so much sap and I don't even have one. I don't even know where to get it. Whoa, an early shortcake stream? Yeah, how are you doing, Greenwood? I know, early, huh? I mean, now that I'm done with school forever, I have the free time to do midday streams. Oh yeah, congrats. Thank you. Yeah, I officially wrapped up classes at the end of last week, and all of my final grades are in, so I'm good. I'm good forever now. I'm the goat, thank you. And not to toot my own horn a little bit more, but I'm wrapping off my entire master's degree with a 4.0 GPA, which will get me a what? What's the magna summa cum laude? Something like that? Something along those lines. But either way, finally, I'm so I'm so done. I'm so glad to be done. Toot your own horn, that's insane. Thank you. I really tried hard because yeah, no more school because during my undergrad classes, I didn't get a 4.0. I got a pretty close though. I was like a 3.8 or something. So I really wanted to try getting a 4.0 for my graduate degree. And I did. And now I just need to worry about packing. I gotta celebrate. Oh, I plan on it. I plan on getting some really good butter chicken for dinner sometime. But yeah, I'm just now I gotta focus on packing because I gotta move, and then I get to rest for like a month maybe, and then I will start my job officially in January, I believe. So, while I don't get as long as a break as some of the other students probably would, I mean, I'm still happy to, not have to worry about school ever again or homework. That's cool. Because, dang, I was so tired of homework. I'm sure that everyone says that eventually, though. Speaking of, you should do packing on a weekend. Definitely won't procrastinate. Yeah, I mean, I gotta actually start packing like this week. Mainly because, like, technically speaking, I should be packing now. But I don't feel like it. I feel like just doing what I want. I finished school, so I feel like I should be able to take the weekend off, Take the weekend, do whatever I feel like. She's gonna wait until the very last second. You're right, I probably will. because my lease is gonna be up in about a week. So yeah, I gotta pack, and my parents are gonna come down and help me pack, like we had mentioned before, so that I can haul everything back home. And that means that I should really get a move on it before they arrive, you know? That way I'm not leaving a lot of the heavy lifting to them, right? That would make me a bad daughter. But yeah, I was mentioning this earlier that I had initially planned on trying to play Peak today, just do like a solo climb, but yeah, my computer didn't want to do that. Which is funny because, you know, in the past I have managed to stream Peak before. It didn't run all that well, but I mean, I still got it to stream. But unfortunately, I think the fact that I was trying to use my actual live 2D model was the reason why it was like not having it with me. So I just was like, whatever, I'm just gonna stream Fields of Mystria because this is my comfort game. So maybe if I were to switch to using like my PNG tuber slash gift tuber model for Peak, maybe I can stream it before I get my new PC, you know? Dude, I'm super happy for you. Enjoy that break until January. I earned it. Thank you. I'm gonna enjoy every last second of it. Although, funnily enough, I remember telling you guys that I was just like, oh, I'm so excited to like not do anything all December. Like, it's gonna be like my lazy arc. I'm not gonna do a thing. But then, literally, I think it was like this last week of school, I was reached out to by 2 different people to do some freelance work maybe in the beginning of December, at the end of November kind of schedule. So I might not be as free as I thought. I might still have some work to do. But you know what? Work is work, money is money. I won't complain. Let's see, everyone is ready to go in. Your brain is literally just hardwired to work even during breaks. You're right. I don't know. Like I said, money is money. I'll do it. That is, you know, if they do reach out to me, because it was just like a proposal being like, would you be interested in doing it? And I was just like, yeah, sure. How much wood do I need again? Let's see. 200 wood, okay, and then 400 stone, and I still need that gosh darn sap. I don't know where to find the sap. Okay. No sap in here. No sap in here. How's the commission with your favorite Fate character? Any new info on that? Okay, so I already have it initiated, but it's not slated to start for a minute, so no, I haven't heard any updates on it. But, I'm keeping an eye on it. I can't wait. I will get more info and I will get more content of my boy if it's the last thing I do. No sap. Dang. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get sap. Now let's go see. I need 40 fish of any kind. I don't remember accepting that, but maybe I did. It was literally snowing this week? Really? You know what? I'm not that surprised, considering that it's been getting pretty chilly recently. Although, where I am, it's actually been kind of getting warm in the day. Like, it'll be very cold at night and in the like very early in the morning. But it's been like still in like low 70s, high 60s where I am. So I've been managing. Oh, I need to tell you this. I don't know if I mentioned this. So, this last week when I was working on finals, remember when I was saying that I couldn't lock in because of like my brain, it just wasn't letting me. I was able to lock in. I did. And God, man, I wish I knew that my assignment, like, it's like, that it won't take that long. And you like rationally know that, but you just can't get yourself to work on it anyway. Well, my art app, Clip Studio, it has the ability to tell you how long you worked on a piece. So I looked it up after I finished this one assignment I did. It took like less than 3 hours, and now I'm like, I was really putting it off for nothing. Oh, my brain, why do you do this to me? Yeah. What's funny is that I just whipped those like. So the thing is that it was for that Full Metal Alchemist assignment I had been talking about, where I decided to do beat boards, and I had literally said on stream, oh yeah, these won't take very long, because beat boards aren't that detailed in general. And even then, I still put it off. So, but I whipped those things out so fast once I actually like sat down to do them, and now I'm just like, if I had just sat down over the weekend and done this in like a day, I could have had the whole like last week of not doing anything. Like no stress, nothing. Ugh. Your ADHD be selling you some days. Yes, you're so right. My own brain is my biggest enemy. It's my biggest op. Yeah. GG, whoa. Well, thank you for some wood, March, but I would have appreciated a bit more sap. Very kind of you to give me some wood, but I would have preferred sap. Sap is just a myth at this point. I believe it. I haven't managed to find a single one in like 3 seasons. I'm never gonna get it. A conspiracy theory set up by the government. You're so right. Oops. I wasn't paying attention to where I was running. Whoops. But regardless, I'm just so happy that I am done with like school. Like again, I keep reiterating that, but I'm finally done. And hopefully I think it'll be next month, maybe. I'll get that PC, I'll be able to stream more. It'll be a good time. I guess it's time to go on a deforestation campaign because I gotta find that sap somehow. Although I will say that I don't think I'll be able to stream all that much this week because of the fact that I gotta pack. So I may stream one more time on Tuesday, and then obviously I gotta lock in and pack. But then after that, it might not be until either the last week of November or the first week of December that I actually get back to streaming. So just a heads up. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the understanding. One day I should travel to the ice walls now that I have more time in the future. You know what? Going to Antarctica and just the Arctic in general has actually been on my bucket list before. Has been on my bucket list for a while actually, because man, I just think it would be so cool to go visit. Because I think if I remember correctly, I was having this conversation when I was like a child. I was like, I was talking to somebody, I don't remember who, and they asked me, if you could go one place in the world, where would you go? And I think I was around like 7 at the time, and I said, I'd like to go to Antarctica. And they were taken aback because I guess they had been asking this question to other kids, and they were like, I guess the other girls or kids were being like, I'd like to go to Paris, I'd like to go to Rome, I'd like to go to this country or that country, whatever. Um, and they were taken aback by the fact that I said Antarctica. And they were like, well, what would you see when you go to Antarctica? And according to my mom, I looked at them like they were crazy and or stupid. And I was like, ice? Because, like, of course, duh, there's ice in the Antarctic. But no, no, not Antarctica, the ice walls. The ice walls. What are the ice walls you're referring to? Past the ice walls is another world, the civilization. Oh, I see, I see. Because the Earth is actually flat. I see, I see. Just to be clear, you don't actually believe that, do you? Although, you know, I've heard of this like theory about the ice walls before, and I do find them a bit interesting. I do. The government is hiding it from us. Okay. I have heard of that theory though, and I do find it a little interesting because it's like that's a crazy theory in my eyes, but like it's a cool fantasy idea. My rage bait wasn't successful. Listen, I can the only way you'll be able to rage bait me successfully is like if you say something about like I don't know, something I like. Cuz I remember you tried to rage bait me with Star Wars. That didn't work. And then you did successfully rage bait me when I was talking about classical music, I think. Um but yeah, you got to get a little smarter with your rage bait, just saying. Oh, I already ate soup today. Whoopsie. I need to go fishing. It's been a while since I've been fishing in this game. You know, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, this game is 10 out of 10 because it allows you to fish. And I've never really gotten the hype behind fishing mechanics in games, if I'm being quite honest. Like, I get that it can be relaxing, but like, I don't know. I'm not a fishing girl. You know, it probably didn't help. When I was a child, I think I remember going fishing with like someone, And I remember their hook got stuck in their hand, and I hated that. Um, and I don't know. Anytime I think about fishing, I think about that. So that might be one of the reasons why I'm not big on fishing. It's hella chill. I love fishing games. Oh yeah, yeah. But you'll never catch me IRL doing it. Yeah, fair. You know, there was this one game that was very popular for a little while. What was it called? Web fishing? I remember that was popular for a bit. It did look kind of cool though. I will say that. You loved web fishing? I heard of it. I've heard of it. I've never looked into it myself. Good, my animals are in. Okay. Although, it was a community game, right? Where players would play together. Is it still active? Because, like, I haven't heard much about it in recent times. Web fishing with your friends at 2:46 a.m. while having the deepest chats is absolutely peak. Oh, I believe it. That sounds like fun, actually. Man, maybe I should check out web fishing. But again, I don't even know. Is it still active? Like, cause I feel like it would be a little, I don't know, dull or something without a lot of people there. Is that is that a controversial thing to say, or is it more enjoyable when you are alone? Alright, that's all my veggies for today. I need to get 18 of the turnips and... No, 12 turnips and 18 radishes. Got it. Yeah, I can bring them out. I forgot. It should be active. Most of the time we'd create our own private server and chill. I don't do the public lobby. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I believe it whenever people are like, be careful in public lobbies. You know what, maybe I'll check it out. If it doesn't run, like, if it's not too harsh on my PC, maybe I can play it on stream too. Have a fun, chill time. And maybe, like, maybe I can make a fun little, server, for, chat whenever I make that Discord server. Your fishing era is here. We'll see about that. I have to give the game a try first. I have to give that game a try first. Woo! Name your cat Gigi too? Is the avatars cats? Or can you change the avatar? Because I remember seeing cats as a option. Because if it is a cat, I will name my cat Gigi. Your avatars are either cats or dogs? Okay, then yeah, I'll name my cat Gigi. Whenever I get it. Alright, let's see. I need 14 more of those and 11 more of those? Okay. Actually, let me go ahead and grab my watering can and water everything. She's gonna get it on July 28th, 2031. I mean, I'll try getting it soon. I just can't guarantee when I'll do it. My procrastination is a key character trait, so unfortunately that's going to impact a lot of my future playthroughs of games. You know, I do remember hearing when web fishing was kind of at its peak. about this one player, I think, that would apparently like hack into private servers and like kind of harass the people in there. That was unfortunate. Because I remember seeing like people like giving out warnings about that kind of stuff. Shame that some people just have to ruin things for others, you know? D1 dork activity. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I heard it was kind of bad. So that's one of the reasons why I think web phishing somewhat fell off because, you know, people were really worried about that happening. Totally off topic. But guess what? Guess what? I finally watched the Chainsaw Man anime. Like, I've seen now both the anime and the movie. Yes, I did. My brother and I, we binged it all, like all 12 episodes Saturday? I think it was Saturday. So I finally seen it. You need to know my thoughts? I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Um, One thing that I had always heard about is that people were a little iffy on the animation. And as somebody who got a BFA in animation, I was just like, I need to see it for myself before I, you know, make a decision or make a call on how I feel about it. But after seeing it, I genuinely don't understand what people mean when they say that they don't like the animation of season 1 because it's genuinely gorgeous. Like, what are they talking about? And also, I love Denji. I knew I would like Denji if I'm being honest because like he's such a good guy. It's just unfortunate that life hates him. And then Aki was surprisingly like a good character. Like I mean, no, I mean I knew he would be a good character because like Fujimoto's a really good writer. It's just that I wasn't expecting to really vibe with his story as much as I did because, you know, generally I'm not really into the broody type of characters, but he was very compelling. I liked him a lot. And then the entire time I was like, ooh, Makima's really good. Like she's a really good manipulator, and I knew this from the beginning. So it was just overall 10 out of 10. I love it. And I even made a ranking of like all of the outros because, you know, every episode has a different outro. So my brother and I, we were ranking them as we went, separate rankings, but yeah, it was overall really good. I really, really liked it. Let's eat that. And now I just need to go and, you know, read the manga. I really want to read the manga. What's my favorite episode? Ooh, I'm gonna have to think about that. Hmm. I don't know. Because, like, to be honest, it all just kind of like, I guess it's just because, you know, I binged it all that it kind of feels like a movie experience to me. Where it was just kind of like, you know, watching the movie. But, um, what did I like? What episode was my favorite? The one that stands out to me is the Eternity Devil episode, the one where Denji finally becomes Chainsaw Man and, you know, starts hacking away at the Eternity Devil. That was a really good one. I really liked that one because, you know, there's this one scene or there's this one line that Kishibe has where it's like, the best devil hunters are the ones that have a few screws loose because you know they're insane. And then I loved Himeno like having that line come to mind as she was watching Denji, and she was like, "Oh, he doesn't have a few screws loose. He's lost his screws." Oh, it was so good. And so she was just like, "I need him to stay alive." so that he can kill the gun devil and Aki won't die. Dude, the post credit scene at the end of the last episode when we see Reze asking Denji about the country and city mouse. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you remember this, but there was this scene. It was Aki's backstory scene where we kind of see like his whole deal and why he hates the gun devil so much, and his parents were reading that fable to his younger brother that was sick. They were reading the country mouse and the city mouse to him, and literally me and my brother like point at the screen like that one meme going like country mouse and city mouse, country mouse and city mouse. Oh, it was so good. You didn't notice that? Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, I don't know if that was like a holdover from like if that was actually shown in the manga or if that was added for the anime. Either way, insane. Because, you know, I mean, obviously, like, you know, Aki is the city mouse, but he started out as the country mouse. Oh, that's so good. Man, so good. I need to read it. I need to read Chainsaw Man. I will forever stand on the fact that Himeno deserved to go to hell. I mean, I'm not arguing. Like, don't get me wrong. I think that she was a very, how do I want to phrase this? She was a very, complex and broken character. Like, there was a lot wrong with her, which, I mean, I think is, like, fair enough to say. But frankly, I think that it's just a matter of the world that they live in, you know? And that's just how the cookie crumbles. Because I noticed, my brother had pointed this out to me while we were watching it, where he said that apparently Himeno has this tendency, and I don't know if it was confirmed in the anime or if it was just a manga thing, where, you know, she'll latch onto one person, and then once that person dies, she like spirals. And then she'll latch onto the next person even harder. And the last person she latched onto was Aki, which was the whole reason why she was like so codependent on him and like so reliant on him, and why when she thought he was going to die in the Eternity Devil hotel, why she like emotionally shut down after he was stabbed, which was so fascinating. It was so cool. I really like it. Like I said, I need to go read the manga now. He definitely watches Dream SMP. Crazy thing to say. Oh. So there's another thing that happened in the anime that was crazy to me. So something that I've always seen people talk about online, which is really weird in my opinion, is weirdos calling the Chainsaw Man series in general the Gooner anime or the Gooner manga because, you know, of how Denji is, that's what they reduce him to. And what kind of like threw me off was whenever people say that and they reduce Denji's character to being nothing more than a pervert or whatever, they're literally overlooking that one scene that he has with Makima, where he's like, well, now that I've actually reached second base with somebody, it's not as good as I thought it would be. It didn't change my life. It didn't fix anything. So, obviously, there's something still missing. And when that scene happened, I turned to my brother and I was like, do people just skip over this scene where he literally states out loud that fulfilling these sexual urges isn't fulfilling to him? Like, he's finally realizing that. And my brother was like, well, it's probably because of what happens next that this realization gets overshadowed. And I was like, okay. So I unpaused it and I watched the scene, and it's the scene where Makima literally goes, oh, well, it's because you weren't doing it with someone that you know and love. And then she immediately starts getting handsy with Denji and like starts like, you know, seducing him essentially. Basically tossing out that entire like realization for him, where he's like, oh, okay, he's flustered by Makima, you know? So it's like, obviously, he didn't come to that realization fully because of Makima's manipulation, but I also came to the realization that the audience and people that skip over Denji's whole character arc didn't come to that realization either because of Makima's manipulation as well. Like, she manipulated both Denji and the audience, which was insane. Like, that's crazy, right? That's such good writing, because like so many people like reduce Denji's character, and you know it's because like he almost came to that realization. The audience almost came to that realization, and Makima realized that, so she immediately took action and said nope. I didn't short media psychoanalyst moment. I mean, yeah, I mean, I like looking into themes and stuff about media that I watch. Um, so as soon as I saw that happen, I immediately clocked what was going on. I didn't even consider that. Yeah. Like that was such like a deliberate choice by on Fujimoto's end. It's insane. This shit has got genuine levels to it. That's what I mean. Fujimoto is a really good writer. Like he knows what he's talking about. It was just, it was so good. My sister told me about the stone refinery. Huh, quite exciting. I inquired if they're working on a dessert refinery in the capital as well, but no such luck. But yeah, like I said, I really want to go read the manga now. I want to keep going because I know a little bit about what's gonna happen in part 2. Like I know about Asa Mitaka, and I'm so excited to meet her. Like from what little I have seen of Asa, I'm so excited to see her. I can't wait to see the rest animated. Too bad we're not gonna see it until 2050. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Hey, I'll be 100. Shut it. I will not be 120 by then. Alright, I think I'm back. Stream is cooked. Well, I mean, hopefully I'm back now, am I? Yeah, because of your joke about me being old, stream died. But just before I do anything, tell me, am I back? Am I back? I think I am, but I don't have anything really going on at the moment. Hmm. It's like I can still hear her voice. Okay. Well, thanks for sticking around while that happened. I have no idea why my internet just suddenly dropped like that. That was insane. Anyway, genuinely, I guess my internet did not appreciate you making that joke. What can I say? But what was I saying before stream died on me? I think it was just like I was saying that I can't wait for the Chainsaw Man movie to come to streaming because while I liked seeing it in theaters. I don't really feel like I've seen it in theaters 3 times now, so I'm just like, man, I don't want to have to pay anymore. So I'll just wait until it's out on streaming now. Come on now, fish. There we go. Okay. I can't believe that stream died on me again. It didn't even last, what, 40-something minutes? I feel like what makes the anime considered a Gooner show is also largely the fan base. Yeah, that's a good thing to call out as well. Although, generally speaking, when those people that are like calling it a Gooner anime or whatever say it, they're largely referring to the show, you know, because they haven't read it, they haven't interacted with it or anything. So they just go like, haha, Gooner show. Anyway. How annoying. Especially considering just how good it is. I hate that it's just reduced to that. Let me see. Have I said hi to everyone I want to say hi to? Almost. Let's go say hi to the old man in the woods. He might already be in bed. No, he's not. I've heard tell of Lady Elsie and her vast library. Someday I would like to explore such a collection of knowledge. I am sure I will learn much. Fate is the gotcha slop equivalent. I mean, you're so right, honestly. If that was an attempt at rage bait again, I'm gonna just say it. You're so right. I'm not even gonna defend it. The universe needs to have balance. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because like Fate is one of the oldest gotchas out there, I believe, and it has some of the worst like mechanics and stuff implemented. It's not even funny. It's just sad. And I can't escape it. That's even sadder. Man, it's just that I wish that it was better. We need to one day get you back on Genshin. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Genshin could do in order to win me back. Because, like I said, Natlan's trailer just pissed me off so much. I dropped it entirely, man. Like, it was that bad. So I genuinely don't know what Genshin could do to win me back over. It squandered my good faith. Wood. I don't think I asked, but do I have the Switch 2 yet? No, I don't. I've been thinking about getting one. It's just that, you know, whenever it was first released or first announced, they didn't really have a whole lot of games that I felt were exclusive enough or like worth it enough for me to justify buying a Switch 2 at this point. Because, like, say most of the games that they were releasing, you know, was also going to be released on the Switch. So I was just like, okay, well, I already have a Switch, so I'll just get them on the Switch. Um, but, you know, they're releasing more games that are, you know, just exclusive to the Switch 2 that I'm feeling like, okay, maybe I will get a Switch 2 if it's going to be only there. So, yeah, I mean, that's just kind of been my thoughts about it. So, maybe I'll get it eventually. What about you? Do you have a Switch too? Let's go to sleep. Oops. I will say, even though Pokemon Legends ZA was released like on both the Switch and Switch 2, I have been considering getting a Switch 2 purely for Legends ZA because I think it just kind of looks better on the Switch 2. I don't know. Do you typically game on your Switch though? I remember buying the original Switch and after 2 weeks it was sent to the chambers to collect dust for the rest of the time. I actually do play on my Switch pretty often. Not recently, really, though, because, you know, of school. But I did play my Switch quite a bit. I still do play it a bit because I play my visual novels and otome games on there. So there's actually, I have a bit of a backlog of otome games that I really want to play. That I haven't been able to get around to because of like work and everything. So now that I'm free, I have been thinking about just like taking a day and just, you know, laying in bed, playing my Switch too, just like reading through my visual novels and stuff. I really, really want to take a day to just do that. And I will, eventually. You don't have a Switch 2 though? Yeah. Another game that I think I might get just for the Switch 2, I mean, I might get the Switch 2 for, is, what is it? That new Fate, Fire Emblem game. Fire Emblem Loom of Fate, something like that? Gang bought her a Switch to read books? No, I did not buy it to read books. Listen, I only just got into otome games and visual novels, like, within the last year. So, for the longest time, I've had my Switch to play a bunch of other games. It's just that recently I've just been playing mainly visual novels on there. What can I say? Oh, a golden rooster feather? It's still a book? I mean, yeah, but I mean, visual novels have a bunch more stuff to it. Don't reduce. Man, you are gonna rage bait me, I swear to God. All I'm saying is that visual novels are, like, very underappreciated. You're dead ass? Okay. I think visual novels are highly unappreciated. I'm just saying. Like, genuinely. Because, like, think about how much art and, like, programming has to go into visual novels. Ooh, I love it. I would love to do illustrations for visual novels one day. That would be so cool. More to visual novels while having honey. Okay, listen, that says more about you than it does about me, because I've never played Honey Pop. I don't even know what it is. So that says more about you than it says about me. Although I do know that apparently Honey Pop is a bit more on the adult side. Neither have I, then don't bring it up. Speaking of, though, I do really want to, like I said, just take a day. Tetris? It has Tetris gameplay? That's what Honey Pop is? Weird, man. That's weird. Because I've heard of it before. I just, you know, I never imagined that an adult game like that would have Tetris-style gameplay. That's... That's really odd. Or are you just messing with me? Because you tend to do that. You mess with me a lot, you know. Alright, time to go fishing. Oh, excuse me. No, I actually don't know the genre. I think it's Candy Crush, though I don't remember Candy Crush too much because it's kind of old. Yeah, I don't know. But either way, you're really doing a disservice to visual novels by comparing it to Honey Pop of all things, considering that you've never even played it. Speaking of, so, there's this one Ultimate game that I haven't played yet, or that I've been, like, playing. I just haven't had the time to, you know, actually finish it. Oh, hello, Ember's Tale! Thank you for the follow! I really appreciate it! Hi! How are you doing? But, what was I saying? There's this visual novel I've been, trying to play, or finish recently, called Pio Fiore, I think is how you say it. Man, I gotta finish it, because I started it so long ago, and I just haven't made the time. There we go. Oh yeah, so Ember, just to ask you, you have follows on just to make sure no bots type, right? I've seen it before. Yeah, I have it on followers only chat. And I think I have it on like you need to have been following for like 10 minutes or so, or well, actually, I don't know. I don't think that's it actually. I have it on followers only. Blah. So yeah, don't worry. Greenwood is definitely not a bot. Okay, never mind. You just immediately contradict me. See what I mean? You can tell that Greenwood isn't a bot. Hydrate imposter check? Thank you. Let me just... No, bot all the way. Fair enough. You know what? Greenwood may be a rage bait attempter bot because, like, they attempt to rage bait me all the time and it never works. I mean, it's only worked like once or twice. But God, they sure do try. Alright, let's buy 6 of these and go find what's his name. So what other games do you play? Mainly Beep Boop, I'm Shortcake and I like visual novels, Beep Boop Bop. I mean, you're not wrong. Anyway, other games that I play, so far, so the thing is that I actually have a kind of a bad PC. I'm planning on getting another one maybe next month, but at the moment, I'm only able to play like visual novels, Fields of Mystria, and other like low, I don't know what the term is, games that don't take up a bunch of like CPU, I guess. So really, I do that. But as soon as I get my new PC, I will be looking into other games. Like I've been wanting to play Peak on stream. I want to play Crime Scene Cleaner so bad. And also we have a list going on. Any Baldur's Gate 3 when I get a new one? I haven't decided because I had this conversation on a different stream where I was like, I've never played D&D, so I don't know how I'd do at Baldur's Gate, you know? But I hear that it's fun. I hear it's a really good game. Baldur's Gate 3 is so fun. Shortcake, that'd be an amazing game. It's like D&D, but not. Okay. I mean, sure, I'd be willing to check it out. Especially once I get my new PC. And there's so many mods. Okay, I'll look into it. Who am I going to give this sheep's wool to? Ah, Hemlock. Okay, where are you, Hemlock? It's co-op too. You and Aqua should save the world. Oh, fair. I'll ask Aqua if she'd be interested in playing it with me. Cause that'd be fun. And you can play with up to 4 people? Ooh, I need 4 friends. Or 3 friends. Oh no, this is Reese, not Hemlock. Okay. Oh, shoot, it's Adeline's birthday, too. I need to go get her a flower. Okay, first of all, where is Hemlock? He's in the spring. Or this bathhouse. Okay. But, yeah, I'd definitely be interested in checking it out. I need to actually get my good PC. Alright, there we go. Turn in the request. I mean, if we get to know each other well enough, I would love to collab with you. That's a good point. Oh, Aylin! Oh, cookies. Glowberry cookies. I finally released a fall drip. We are so unbelievably back. Oh, and Ember, I don't have it set up yet, but I am working on getting a Discord server set up as well. So, eventually one day we may have like community game nights. That'd be fun. So, yeah, that would be fun. As we have just met, I thought it would only make sense. Yeah. I mean, I get what you were saying. But yeah, I eventually plan on getting that server up to date, and especially now that I have the free time, I would totally be able to get that server fixed up soon. And we could like, I could have community game nights. That'd be so fun. Latch on, where fish? You run D&D games? Ooh, fun. Right, I need to get that flower. Discord server soon, lock in. Exactly. I will lock in, trust me. A frost lily? That's pretty. You know what? Maybe I'm just like, because, you know, I've never made a community server before, so that's the reason why I'm kind of like taking time on it. Because I've never made it before, so I actually have to figure out how to get settings and stuff set up. But as soon as I do, it'll be good. We'll be good. Where's my flower? Oh, you remembered my birthday. Gosh, you're really organized and thoughtful. Thank you for thinking of me. Now, do your research and take your time. Yeah. I plan on it. I just my 2-year-old D&D game as a player as shit happened and now my ex is still playing. Ooh. Well, that's unfortunate that you had to abandon a 2-year-old game just because of what happened with your ex, I suppose? I assume? That's a shame. D&D games can go for 2 years? I mean, I've heard of games that can take that long. Not necessarily because it's like a long campaign, but because like after they finish one, they just continue with the same characters. At least that's what I've heard. Because again, I've never played D&D. I just hear that, generally speaking, sometimes the same players will just keep going. I've heard of one going for 5? Jeez. That's crazy. You know what's kind of funny? So, in my senior year of college, I had to do what is it called? A capstone project, where essentially every animation senior has to make a short animated film. It could only be like 3 minutes long, and you know, you had to get a team of like 10 people to work on it throughout the entire school year. And so my team and we worked on ours, but in every class there's like 2 different films being worked on. So it's like your class and then your sister film. Your film and then your sister film. And my sister film's director was really into D&D as well. But unfortunately for their team and their film, I think they were a little too into D&D because they would like literally spend like weekends and parts of their day, their weeks, just spending hours upon hours playing a D&D game, which usually it wouldn't be that bad of it. It wouldn't be that big of a deal, especially because like if you were like a regular member on the crew, it's not that big a deal. But considering that they were the director and it's their job to be like on top of everything, they have to do the most art, they have to do the most managing, yada yada. It kind of just didn't end up going well for that team because the other crew members couldn't, get a hold of their director while they were playing D&D. So it was a bit of a mess, and anytime I think about D&D, I think about that. Not to say that liking D&D is a bad thing or whatever. It's just that anytime I think about it, I just think about that instance. So, um, here we go. Gonna check on everything one more time. I haven't pet my cows. No. I see the appeal, though. It's cool to see yourself immerse yourself into another world. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely see the appeal. It's just that I've never had like a group to play with before. I've always been interested in checking it out. Major spelling error. Maybe that's why I had so much issue reading that sentence. Well, I do have room for one more person at a table if you want to try it out. Hmm. Well, again, we have kind of just met today. So I'm gonna have to politely decline for the time being. But I really do appreciate the offer. That's very kind of you, Ember. No problem. Yeah, yeah, no worries. Now, what am I doing? How much fish? Maybe later. Yeah, yeah, totally. I don't think I could ever do it IRL online though. Social anxiety is a scary thing. You have social anxiety, Greenwood? I would never have been able to tell. You're so vocal. Although to be fair, you are faceless at the moment, so that makes more sense. Oops, excuse me. Now I'm just kind of running around in circles trying to figure out if there's anything else I need to do. What else do I need? Still need to find that sap. I did just fish. Let's see. Cod. Rabbit wool. Ooh, I could probably go find rabbit wool. Yeah, bro, people scare me. I'm just a shy little village boy. Mmm. Fair, fair. It's funny. Because like I said, I never would have taken you for a someone with social anxiety. Though like I said, since you are faceless here, that makes more sense that you're able to talk a lot. Ah, there we go. Rabbit wool. I think I need 6 as well. I think everyone has a little bit of social anxiety though, to be honest. I mean, fair enough. Uh, Personally, I think it just kind of depends on how you were socialized as a child. I don't know. I also have it. It's easy for me to chat than it's easier to only That I can't read today. I also have it. It's easier only for me to chat than IRL. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I have social anxiety myself. General nerves, sure, whenever I have to like introduce myself to someone or whatever. But I mean, you're right. I guess you could make the argument that everyone has at least a little bit of social anxiety. Okay, let's see. This guy's not coming to town until Saturday. A goby, miner's pickaxe, a snail, a striped bass, and an orange. Scariest moment ever is when you hopped on an Among Us lobby in 2020 and was met with the deepest voice imaginable. That's hard to imagine, I will admit. Although no, actually, I can't imagine that being quite scary. Cuz it's kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like being approached by an unfamiliar man on the street. If I could compare it to anything. Speaking of Among Us, it's been so long since I've played. Oh, so listen to this. Since I've finally had the time to like, do stuff on my own, free time, I decided to pick up back into being a part of this monthly art challenge that I hadn't been able to keep up with because of school. And so every month we get a theme, a theme to like fulfill while we draw. And this month's theme was cringe. So literally just draw something that may be considered cringy. So like maybe you had a Mary Sue OC, maybe you were really into a ship when you were younger, maybe you yada yada had this like really cool like idea when you were a child that's now kind of cringy nowadays. So I was like, okay, I'll do my best. And the first thing that came to mind was this ship for this show I was really into when I was like a child. And okay, really quick, I always hear Mary Sue OC. What does that mean? So a Mary Sue, so first of all, OC is just, original character. That's what it stands for. But a Mary Sue is comes from this one really old fan fiction. I believe it's Star Trek fan fiction. In like the 80s. So there was this one girl who made a fan fiction with her self-insert character. Her name was Mary Sue. But the thing about this character is that she was quite literally just perfect. So like she had no character flaws, she could do whatever, yada yada. That's what so a Mary Sue is just, having a perfect, flawless, original character. Typically people use that phrase more like in a derogatory way. Like, oh, you don't want your character to be a Mary Sue, yada yada. But generally speaking, it's mainly seen in children's like original characters because they don't quite know, or younger people in general, they don't quite know how to flesh out characters quite yet. So typically whenever they do write characters, they end up being Mary Sues. So it's like they're perfect, they have no flaws, they're so powerful, they can do this and that. So generally speaking, that's what a Mary Sue is. Obviously, there's a few exceptions and variants and stuff, but yeah, like I said, that's the basics breakdown of it. There was fanfictions in the 80s. Yeah, I mean, fandom culture has been around for a very long time, and a lot of it traces back to the old Star Trek show. Like, if you ever really like look into it, you'd be surprised seeing just how many like fandom culture etiquette stuff and just other stuff in general regarding fandom culture today traces back to the old Star Trek fandom. because there's like several like iconic like tropes that I'm thinking of. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head that originate from Star Trek fandom. Learning something new every time she streams. Knowledge is returning to the world. What can I say? I love sharing knowledge. People need to be more educated. I'm glad that you can come to my stream and leave learning something new. Alright, let's see. I need 10 more of these cauliflowers. You can go back to your story. Oh, right. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, you know, the theme of the prompt for this month is cringe. So, the very first thing my head went to was this ship that I was into for a fandom when I was a child. Okay, keep in mind, I was a child. So there was this anime called Hitalia, and it's considered generally cringy nowadays. Uh-oh. Just gonna wait for my stream to stop buffering. There we go. Anyway, it was generally considered pretty cringy, just being a part of the Hitalia fandom in general. You've never heard of it? Good. So I was really into it, and there was this one episode where the characters get gender bent. So it's like, it was like a dream kind of, where it's like this one character falls asleep and imagines all the other characters as women. So after that episode, I kind of really fell into this rabbit hole of being into this ship, of a self-cessed ship between the same character. So do you know what self-cessed is? Okay, if you don't, let me explain. Searched it up. Yeah, you definitely watched this. Okay. So generally, if you don't know what self-cessed is, it's whenever you ship that, like, the same character. So, like, you have this one guy, and you ship him with yourself. Have you ever heard of one-cessed? The old text, so one-cessed. It's like that. Yeah, so I shipped this one guy with his female version of himself when I was a kid. And so that was the first thing that came to mind when I saw the prompt cringe. So I drew some fan art of that old ship and I submitted it. And whenever I was submitting it, I literally say something along the lines of like, I was cringing while drawing this and while typing up my explanation. I think I accomplished the mission prompt. Like, oh boy. I literally felt it. I could like feel myself cringing while I was working and typing. It's rough out here. But yeah, I mean, generally speaking, people think it's kind of cringy to be into Hitalia, or at least to have been in Hitalia, into Hitalia whenever you were younger. Which is funny, because it's like, it's just a weird anime, you know? That's not crazy bad. I thought you were going to pull from the Undertale lore from your veins. No, I wasn't an Undertale girly. Like, I played a bit of it, it's just that I never finished it. But, yeah, no. If you generally look online about the sentiment about Hitalia, you'll kind of understand why it's more along the lines considered cringy nowadays. Like, if you're not familiar with it, yeah, you wouldn't really get it, but like, it isn't a controversial statement to say that it was cringy to be a part of the Hitalia fandom. Okay, I know you said that you looked it up, but did you like look up what the premise of the show was? That's what I kind of want to know. Did you like I saw flags and characters. Is it like countries as people? Yes, yes, that's it exactly. So these it's countries anthropomorphized into humans, you know? So obviously there's like America, Germany, Italy, Spain, all the like every country. But the reason why it was kind of considered cringy, I suppose, is because one, that is pretty cringe. Yeah. I will admit though, it was the anime that got me interested into anthropology. I will say that. So because the thing is that it was quite stereotypical in its portrayals of the country, which was the whole point. They were supposed to be stereotypes of like the country and the culture in general, which is another reason why people consider it cringy. But because I was able to, kind of get glimpses of the cultures through the show, that's one of the reasons why I really kind of got into anthropology. So, I mean, at least there's a little bit of a benefit. How many more fish do I need? 21? No, 19? Cool. I will say, it's kind of weird anytime I do see Hetalia related stuff in the wild because sometimes I'll just be scrolling on Instagram Reels and I'll get flashbanged by like something Hetalia related and I'm like, oh my god. It ignited your love for all things anthropology and cringe. Hooray. Yeah, it did. What can I say? I will always have a bit of a soft spot for it, even if I do think it's cringy nowadays. Flashbanged is crazy. No, I'm not kidding when I say flashbanged. I was literally scrolling through it the other day, and I came across this like fan animation for it, like just in the wild, and I was like, oh my god. Because like, oh my god, you don't see that stuff usually. I don't even know. Is it still going? I don't think so. I don't think it's still going. It'd be funny if it was, because I think it was still going at least until 2016. I mean, if it were being kept up to date, that'd be wild. Because one of the main aspects of Hitalia at the time was it kind of adapted current events. Because, it's like the countries as people, so we kind of got to see like current events through their eyes, sort of deal. So it'd be kind of crazy to see if it was still going on nowadays and kind of see what was going on in the Hitalia verse. It took me straight back to 2009. Okay, not that long ago, but yeah. If I remember correctly, I mainly watched Hitalia when, like 2014, 2015-ish or so. But yeah, so I fulfilled the prompt of being cringe. Let's go say hi to some people. What am I doing? Oh, everyone's at the inn. Right, it's the Friday night inn thing. Although, to be fair, now that I am done like with the with school and everything. I am glad that I'm finally able to participate in that monthly challenge again because I missed it. I missed being able to participate. Embrace the cringe. Being loser is cool. Being a loser is cool. I'll take your words for it. Do you like daisies? Some people call them weeds, but I would never. Howdy, neighbor. There you are. I just received the most urgent parcel from the capital. It's a gift for you from Ladybird, the bakery run by Reese's family. I thought you might enjoy trying their specialty, the golden cheesecake. Please enjoy it while it's still fresh. Aww. He's so sweet. Hello. And so we find ourselves at the inn, rewarded for another day of wicked deeds. Cheers. Okay, I gotta go grab some food with siblings. Okay, I'll see you later then. Have a good day. Thank you for hanging out with me. Salutations. Okay, I know that it says that I haven't been streaming for very long, but I feel like I've been streaming for a while. And that probably has to do with the fact that, man, my computer was really fighting me today. I just was like, man, I tried to update some settings before I started stream. Like, I had planned on streaming at like 2, and then those updates took so long. I literally, I literally just spent like an hour trying to get everything set up for stream. Okay, I know I joke and rage bait around a lot, but I am actually really proud of what you've accomplished, broski. Good job. Bye. Okay, thank you. I really do appreciate it, Greenwood. Don't worry, I understand it's all in good fun, so no worries. But goodbye. Have a good meal with your siblings. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Anyway, what I was saying is that, yeah, it was just a rough start to stream, and because of that, I feel like I've been streaming longer than I really have been. Hang on, I'm stretching. So what got you into streaming? Honestly, what got me into streaming was because of my homework. So I go to an art school, or at least I went to an art school because I'm finished now. Um, and I felt like what would help me like really get work done because I have ADHD and procrastination issues. So what I felt what would help me get work done is if I would like work on homework on stream. So working on art assignments on stream. And that really helped me like focus in on getting work done if I felt like other people were watching me work. Um so yeah, that's kind of what got me into streaming, and I've just kind of been pivoting into like doing more like games and stuff outside of like art because now I don't have to do any more homework. Smart? Yeah, thank you. It was like kind of a or like a spur of the moment decision. Um but it's one that I'm pretty glad that I decided to do cuz like I don't know. I mean, it has really helped keep me accountable, all things considered. There we go. Let's see. Gotta get some more fishing done. Boop. Oh, but in general, like I said, as soon as I get my PC, I'm gonna stream more. I'm so excited to stream more and like play games and stuff. Although, since you're new around here, I was gonna say that I don't really plan on becoming a full-time streamer myself because I do have a full-time job lined up now that I finished grad school and everything. So I'm just gonna keep streaming as like a hobby. So I stream whenever I really feel like it. Um, I stream when I feel like it, and I stream whatever I feel like. So yeah, I just have fun, just doing whatever, just chilling. So a lot of the times, even though I'm trying to stick to a schedule nowadays, um, most of the time, whether or not I actually do stream is determined by my mood. Come on now. This fish keeps eluding me. Okay, well, this fish has eluded me for the day. I gotta go. So what's funny about this game is that if you don't go to sleep by like 2 a.m., it like automatically forces you to pass out. So whenever I get that notification like, hey, it's getting late, you really do have to book it home. Otherwise, you will pass out. Thank you. Let me eat this. But in general, man, I had mentioned this at the very beginning of stream, although I don't know if it'll be a part of the VOD now because like stream crashed on me. But I really did try to like play Peak today, but man, my computer just hates me. My internet hates me too. That's the whole reason why my stream crashed. Oh no, my animals were outside. Oh man. I forgot to send them in. Oh, that's my bad. They're all mad at me. I thought I had sent them in. Well, they were hiding, so I didn't know that they were outside. Whoopsie. It's been so long since I've forgotten to put my animals back in for the night. There we go. They should all be good now. Let them all eat, and then I'll send them back in. How many more fishes do I need? 9 more, not bad. Okay. Something I considered doing today also, if I didn't feel like playing a game, which I might save for Tuesday, was drawing some, like doing personal art for the first time in a while. Cause man, I miss doing personal art. Although I don't know how much personal art I'll be able to do before I move, because once I have to start packing, it's gonna take up all my attention. Hi, Deej. I think once I'm done with this day, I'll probably end stream because I also need to go eat dinner soon. Because I'm hungry. The only thing I've eaten today is a slice of sourdough bread. And a couple of like powdered donuts from those little snack things. But that isn't a meal. I've only been eating bread today, which I need to eat more than that. Alright, let's go to the market. Wait, I need to get that rabbit wool out of my bag, or out of my box. One, two, three, four. There we go. And then I gotta check the shops for sap still, because I still do not have any sap whatsoever. See, no sap still in the store. I just need to look up a guide at this point because I've been looking for this sap for literal 3 seasons in-game, and I still haven't found it. The nice thing about going silver is that it looks quite sophisticated. Adeline says it's important to try new things now and then. I could probably try a mohawk, right? Please don't. Blue, I want blue hair. I thought about dyeing my hair, but what if my animals didn't recognize me after? That would downright break my heart. Vera offered to dye my beard, but I like the white. It makes me look distinguished, don't you think? Aelin's hair would be the perfect canvas for some wild colors. Imagine him rocking neon green. That's a choice. Got attached to iced coffee in the capital, and I was really missing it until I found Darcy's Saturday market booth. And between you and me, she makes it better. Good to see you. I like to put a little bit of butter on Darcy's coffee. Gives me energy. Ew. Papa's birthday is coming up real soon. I wonder what I should get him. I'd say that Hemlock gets about 8 out of 10 gifts from me from Darcy. She has so many teas, he's always able to surprise me. Darcy's so nice. She always gives me and Maple hot chocolate. Hello, I'm gonna buy... Let me take a tart. There we go. Have you ever thought about using a clipboard to help plan your day? Yeah, I don't want to brag, but this thing can take so many notes. Ah, hello. I tend to prefer a bit of simplicity, and many of Mary's pieces are rather decorative, but I'm very fond of the fancy armchair I purchased from her. I fell asleep in it almost as often as my own bed. Bit of a cold one today. Well, I've got plenty of nice furniture pieces to help take your mind off of it. Reese thinks I don't know that he got that bookshelf from Mary. I don't mind. It's a reminder that I've got to keep on my toes if I'm going to be the best furniture maker in Mystria. Best retired furniture maker. Cute. Nora wants a new desk for her accounting. That's quite understandable. Okay. I'm dying to know Mary's sources. Some of the furniture he digs up and restores. Well, I've never seen anything quite like it. Lewis understands that I need clothes that are durable. He's reliable that way. Lewis really gets the difference between trend and style. Last time Lewis was at the market, I saw a light summery skirt on his rack. I hope it's still here. Did you take a bite out of the undersea weed before you turned it over to Errol? It's got a milder taste than your average seaweed. Less of that briny kick. Alright, turn that in, and then... After I say hi to everyone in the town, I'm gonna go say a hi to... called Darius before I take that date. So... And then I'm probably gonna go ahead and end the stream there because, like, I gotta do some stuff today. Including eating dinner. Alrighty, let's go say hi to the old man. Whoops. Oh, I'm gonna take some of these berries. I got so many quests I need to take care of in this game. Oh, hello! I was unprepared for the reality of the elements in a physical form. Now I must work harder to keep warm. Worry not. Beneath these many layers, I am quite comfortable. I have so many quests that I need to fulfill in this game, but it's my own fault for taking on so many. Bellberry! I'm just gonna use the teleportation stone. I don't feel like walking. Alright, let's go. Alright, and now I need to go find Ayland again. I still don't know how to unlock new dates, which I need to figure it out because, like, we've been going to the same places for a while now. See, there's only 2 options. Let's go back to the deep woods. You'd like to go on a picnic today? Of course, I'd love to. Ooh, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering what the Star Chaser Festival, I think is what it's called. The Starfall Festival? Whatever it's called. I wonder what that's like, when you're dating someone. I wonder if they've taken that into account. Surely, right? Because the way that it's formatted in this game is that you can kind of, like, choose your romantic love interest early on once you see that Starfall Festival. And I think that's generally when it, like, flags that this is a character that you're interested in. But after you start dating them, I wonder if it, like, changes anything. I'd be curious to see. But I think that festival happens in either spring or summer, and that's gonna be a few days before I actually get to test it out. Oyster mushrooms. Alright, sure. I know where one is. Only one. I don't know where any others are. There we go. I'll hold on to this and then look around for a second oyster mushroom. you're not a fish. I wanted a fish, not an emerald. Because I need 9 more, I think, in order to finish that quest. How many fish do I need, actually? Yeah, 9 more, so I can work on that today. There we go. Come on now. Let me get this fish. Oh, nice. Right in front of it. A bowfish. Never heard of those. Whoa, that's a big fish. Hang on. Swim over this way. What? Well, I'm just gonna leave it, because I don't think I'll be able to reach it. Oh well. I have 3, 4, 5. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I have 6 fish. I only need 3 more, and then I'll be done with that quest. I'm so lucky that this little stream has so much fish in it. I just hope I don't fish up like a... Ooh. I hope I don't fish up a treasure chest. Otherwise, it'll take me even longer to finish this quest. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's a rubber fish. I don't think that counts. Would it count? It's technically a fish. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not gonna count that rubber fish because I don't think it counts. I think it counts as an artifact. One more. There we go. I was about to say, I think I took out all the fish. But nope, they're still here. And I'm done! I'm done with this quest. I'm still not done with that sap quest, but who knows if I'll ever finish that, considering I don't know where to find sap. I've been looking around for 3 seasons, and I still haven't found any. Alright, let's go ahead and sell everything. There we go. I did put in my animals this time, right? I don't want them to be mad at me again for accidentally leaving them outside in the cold. Yeah, they're inside. Thank you. And then I'll put you right there. And you here. All right, well, I think that's where I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream, mainly because I am ready to go. I am ready to be done for the day, so I can go pack, I can eat dinner, and just relax for the rest of the day. This was a nice change of pace streaming in the midday, because usually I stream around like, what, 8 p.m.? Eastern Standard Time. So that's usually when I stream. But today, because I didn't have anything to do, I was just like, okay, I'll just stream in the middle of the day since I'm free. So let me go ahead and exit to the main menu. I appreciate everyone who joined me and hung out with me, just had a bit of a chill day. Thank you, Ember, for following me again. I think I might stream one more time this week on Tuesday, and then obviously, like I mentioned, I'm gonna be packing and moving, so I probably only be able to stream then. But I think late November, early December is when I'll be able to stream again after I'm done moving. Hopefully. I think I'll have everything set up by then. But either way, just keep an eye on the notifications. Just see when I hit live, and that's when I'll be live. All right. Well, thank you again. I appreciate everyone who joined and followed. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.